If you want to invest in private companies, investors, you have to have a good relationship with the owners of the companies. Owners of companies don't always sell to the highest bidder. They look at the whole package, including the relationship they have with a potential investor. In fact, sometimes when owners want to sell, they only tell a few people. And when they sell their companies, many potential investors only find out about the opportunity after the deal has been made. In this video, we will give you the tips to make sure that you are in the inner circle with owners of private companies, starting with how to start the relationship. And then we'll talk about how to deepen the relationship. And then we'll talk about how to maintain the relationship. So let's get started with how to start the relationship. Investors. Once you know the sector, geography, and size of the potential private companies you want to invest in, you can start your plan of building relationships with the owners of those companies by asking your current relationships. You want to leverage your current network, including your family, your existing friends, and your ex-classmates, to see if you can get an introduction to owners directly. Or if not, to see if you can get an introduction to people in the industry, service providers, and centers of influence that can help you start a relationship with owners eventually. Building more connections. Since you know the sector or sectors of the companies you are looking to invest in, you can go to industry events, conferences, and join industry associations where professionals in these industries congregate so that you can build your network in the industry. And cold calling. Many private equity funds, including search funds, hire students or young professionals to cold call hundreds, if not thousands, of companies to let the companies know about the fund's interest in buying the company. While quite a few companies find success in cold calling, I don't like it. Cold calling may be a quicker way to get in touch with people, but I believe that patient relationship building is the best way to succeed in building relationships in private equity. Now, before we continue, if you're enjoying this content, please consider joining the waitlist for the Ultimate PE course, a course we are creating that will dive deep into the complex world of private equity. In addition to having more detailed videos on various private equity topics, including more information on building relationships in private equity, the Ultimate PE course will have resources such as templates and checklists that will make the complex world of private equity simple for you. You can get on the waitlist for early access to the course by clicking the link in the description below and signing up on our website. Now let's move on to talk about how to deepen the relationship. Investors, let's say you did a great job getting an introduction to the owner of a private company, and now you have a first meeting. To deepen the relationship, you should create a welcoming atmosphere. You want to create an environment that makes the owner feel at ease. To do so, do your best to make the meeting a one-on-one meeting and make sure to do your research before the meeting so you can find commonalities with the owner. Ask questions. The conversation should primarily be about the owner, and you should ask questions and spend a lot of time listening. When the owner is speaking, you should be attentive and look for clues on how you can add value to the owner. And be a super connector. See if you can connect the owner with someone in your network that can add value to the owner by solving whatever problems the owner is facing. Now let's talk about how to maintain the relationship. Investors, let's say you have deepened the relationship with the owners of private companies. Now, to maintain that deep relationship, you will continually want to add value. You'll know key information that's important to the owner, so you can add value based on this key information by proactively solving problems. You'll want to build trust by saying things that are true, making sure that your actions are consistent with what you say, and focusing on the best interests of the owner. And you'll want to have a giver mindset. To truly build relationships with others, you should give without expecting anything in return. There's a fantastic book by Adam Grant called Give and Take that goes into more detail on this concept. Now, here's a final thought. Investors, building relationships is the secret to obtaining proprietary deal flow in private equity. Proprietary deal flow is finding deals before other buyers are aware those deals exist. This is something that every investor claims to have, but few investors actually do. In this video, we gave you the tips to make sure that you're in the inner circle with owners of private companies, starting with how to start the relationship. And then we talked about how to deepen the relationship. And then we talked about how to maintain the relationship. If you can think of any other tips for investors to build relationships in private equity, or if you have any questions or comments, please share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, please click the like and subscribe buttons. And in the description below, you'll find links to our unique private equity newsletter that provides exclusive commentary on recent private equity deals, as well as our website and our LinkedIn page, where you can find more information on many private equity topics. Thanks, and we'll see you in our next video.